Welcome to practice. Today we are going to start on all fours, and we're just going to begin by moving dynamically in and out of child's pose. So marrying the breath with the movement here. So come to all fours. Take a deep inhalation as you are, and a full exhalation. Inhale once more as you are. And then as you exhale, press all the way back so that your hips touch your heels. Find yourself in child's pose. And then inhale to rise all the way back up to all fours. This time we'll add a breath count in. So as you exhale, we're going to count to 4. 2, 3, 4. And then inhale and rise for 4. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Exhale and lower. This time for 5. And inhale and rise, keeping the count at 4. Extending the exhalation to 6 this time. Inhale and rise for 4. The final round, exhale and lower for 7. Once you reach child's pose, just allow yourself to deeply relax into this position. Close down your eyes. And just come back to that deep belly breath, feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Allowing your body to soften. And your mind to find stillness. Take a few more rounds of breath here. And just before I guide you out of this pose, I'll just explain what you might experience coming out of this pose. So it's something called Apana Vayu, which is the downwards momentum of energy. So as we come out of this pose, I want you to think about anything that you might feel like you need to let go of. Apana Vayu is really good for letting go, for forgiveness, for grounding. So just anything that comes up for you, allow yourself to completely let it go when you experience this energy. Now to come out, gently walk your hands either side of your chest. Take one round of breath here, deep inhalation, and a complete exhalation. On your next inhalation, gently press through your hands to rise all the way up to a seated position. Once you reach the top, Exhale all of your breath and feel that downwards flow of energy. Allow yourself to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Releasing it back into the earth. Beautiful. Coming back to all fours. From here, we're going to push back to downward dog for a brief moment. Just gently pedaling your feet back and forward, feeling the stretch down your hamstrings, allowing your legs to open up. And once you've pedaled back and forward a few times, just find perfect stillness here, allowing a bend in your knees as much as you need here, so that your spine is straight. And just come back to that deep belly breath. Take one more final round of breath here. And gently step or walk both feet to the front of the mat, in between your hands. From here, inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, fold from deep in the hips, keeping that bend to your knees as much as you need here so that your belly touches your thighs. Feel the rise and fall of your belly against your thighs as you breathe. And inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stay as you are, but place your hands on your hips. Inhale to rise all the way back to standing. And exhale, lower your arms, close down your eyes, and feel into that sense of grounding. Allow your feet to be planted firmly on the ground. Feel that connection to the earth. Beautiful. From here, inhale both arms skyward. And as we exhale, we're going to sit back into chair position. But we're going to keep going, so fold from the hips, reach your fingertips to the floor. Then inhale to rise back to chair, and then all the way back to standing. Exhale to lower, sit back to chair, then fold from deep in the hips, reaching your fingertips to the floor. Inhale to rise through chair, all the way back to standing. We're going to take ourselves through 2 rounds, and on the final round, we will find our static chair position. So inhale as you are here. Exhale, sit back in chair. Fold from deep in the hips, fingertips reach the floor. And then inhale to rise. Exhale to sit back in chair. Reaching your fingertips to the floor. And this time we're not going to rise all the way to stand, but we're going to find that chair position and stay. Come back to the breath, breathing into your chest here. Allow an expansion of your chest. And then a deep exhalation from your belly. Notice the mind. Where does it want to go? And can you find peace in the challenge here? Take one final inhalation. And exhalation. And inhale to rise. Exhale to lower your arms by your side. Close down your eyes and just feel that vibrance that we've created in the body. A little bit of heat. Beautiful. From here, we're going to step your left leg to the back of the mat. Take your right hand to the outside of your back hip, leaving your left hand long. From here, inhale your left arm skyward. And then exhale to fold from deep in the hips, reaching all the way as far as you can so that your fingertips reach towards the floor. Inhale to rise. And exhale to fold. Remembering to listen to your own body here. If that takes you to halfway, that is perfectly fine. If it takes you all the way down, perfectly fine as well. Inhale to rise. And exhale to lower. This time releasing both hands either side of your foot and finding that perfect stillness once again. If this is too much for you here, you're welcome to bend that front knee as much as you need, or even take the option of resting your hands on your shin there. Whichever feels most comfortable for you, remembering that this is your practice. Closing down your eyes. Connecting back in with your breath. Noticing that when the body is completely still, it allows the mind to find stillness as well. Beautiful. From here, inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to place your hands on your hips. Inhale to rise all the way to standing. And as you exhale, step both feet to the front of the mat. Close down your eyes. Just feel into that space in between. That sweet spot with the effort of your pose. Allows you to feel the reward. Lovely. Alrighty, same thing on the other side. So step your right foot to the back of the mat now, taking your left hand behind your hip. Keeping your right arm long. From here, inhale your right arm skyward. And exhale to fold from deep in the hips. Fingertips reaching towards the floor, wherever that might take you. Inhale to rise. And exhale to fold from deep in the hips. Remembering just to go where it feels right for you. And inhale to rise. Exhale to lower for the final time. And this time releasing both hands either side of your foot. Option here to bend that front knee, or if you feel more comfortable, taking a rest on your shin. Choosing the option that feels most appropriate to you today. And then once you have found your comfortable spot in this pose, just commit once again to that perfect stillness. Stillness of the body, stillness of the gaze, and stillness of the mind. From here, inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to place your hands on your hips. Inhale to rise all the way to stand. And then step both feet to the front of the mat, closing down your eyes, feeling into that sweetness of the space in between. A moment to check in with yourself. And to feel your physicality and beyond your physicality in full. Beautiful. From here, inhale, reach both arms skyward. Exhale to fold from deep in the hips, reaching your fingertips to the floor, keeping a bend in your knees. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands on the ground and gently step both feet to the back of the mat, finding downward dog once again. Remembering to keep a bend in your knees here if you need. Taking 2 final rounds of breath in this position. And then finding that all fours position once again, so lowering your knees to the ground, gently untuck your toes, and then come to sit on your heels in Vajrasana. Enjoying a few full deep belly breaths here. Space in between reminds us that the benefits of our practice is not through striving in each pose, but it's in the receiving, in that space in between, the feeling into the energy that's been cultivated and the subtleties of our existence. When you're ready, untuck your feet from underneath you, and then we'll come to a supine position. So laying down on your back, keeping your knees bent, feet planted firmly on the ground, and just step your heels as close to your glutes as you can, almost so that if you really wanted to, you could touch your fingertips to the back of your heels. From here, we're going to move through a dynamic bridge. So pressing through your feet, we're going to lift your hips to the sky, arms following overhead, all the way to the back of the palms touch the floor. As you exhale, gently lower your hips to the ground and lower your arms at the same time. Inhale to press through your feet, lift your hips skyward, arms reaching overhead. And exhale, lowering your hips, your hands to the ground. Inhale to rise. And exhale to lower. Keeping your hands as they are now, this time lifting just your hips to the sky. Option to stay here with your hands planted firmly on the ground, or option to clasp your hands underneath you or roll your shoulders back a little bit further, pressing up through the heart space and finding that bridge position. When you've found your position, coming back to that perfect stillness. Breathing into your chest here and out from your belly. Becoming the observer of your mind. Just watching when it wanders, not feeding into the thoughts that are coming up, simply just watching them roll by and coming back to your breath. One final round of breath here. And then gently unclasp your hands if they were bound. On your next exhalation, gently lower all the way to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae, feeling a nice massage along your spine. And once your hips reach the floor, just sense that vibrance, the cultivation of energy. From here, gently roll to one side and make your way to a seated position. We'll come to a cross-legged seat. And here we'll just take a nice easy twist. So taking your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Inhale your left arm skyward. And then as you exhale, twist from the navel center, hooking the outside of your left hand to your right knee. The final piece to move here is the gaze over your right shoulder. And deepening that breath. You might like to close your eyes here. And on your next inhalation, return your gaze to neutral. And then gently unravel your spine, coming to find center again. Resting your hands on your knees. And just feeling that space in between. Now taking your left hand to the outside of your left hip. Inhale to rise your right arm skyward. As you exhale, twist from the navel center and then hook the outside of your right hand to the outside of your right knee. The final piece to move here is the gaze over your left shoulder. And then coming back to that nice deep belly breath. Closing down your eyes if it feels right. And coming to find balance. Take a final round of breath as you are. On your next inhalation, gently return your gaze to center. And slowly unraveling your spine, placing your hands on your knees, feeling into the balance between both sides of your body, but also the balance in your mind. Lovely. From here, extend your legs long. Option here to bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to inhale both arms skyward. And then exhale to fold from deep in the hips and reaching your fingertips to your toes. Option to hold your shins here as well if that is more accessible for you. Inhale to rise, extend your spine. And then exhale to fold, but just bending your elbows, keeping your spine nice and long. Allowing the bend in your knees to facilitate that belly to thigh connection with your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. From here, inhale to lengthen your spine once more. Exhale as you are. Inhale to raise both arms skyward. And exhale, gently lower them by your side. Just feel that reward, that energy that you've cultivated in that pose. Notice your mind has turned more and more inward. The outside world is becoming less and less obvious. And when you're ready, gently make your way to a Shavasana position. So lying flat on the ground, option to have your palms facing up or your palms facing down for extra grounding. Allow your feet to naturally roll out to the side. And just come back to that deep belly breath, feeling the rise and fall of your belly. With every inhalation, drawing the prana or the life force energy into your body, recharging and vitalizing every cell. With every exhalation, allow yourself to release anything that no longer serves you. Release any density, any soreness in the physical body, any emotion that you've been holding on to. Simply let it go. Inhale to draw that life force energy in, recharging your body, your mind. And exhale to let anything that no longer serves you go. And continue like this for a few more rounds of breath. Gently begin to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Bring some gentle movement back into the body. Becoming aware of your surroundings. And back into your physical body. And gently in your own time, rolling over to one side. Take a breath or two on your side. And then again, when you're ready, make your way to a seated position. Ready for pranayama, followed by meditation. We'll keep it nice and simple today. So closing down your eyes, and just become aware of your natural breath. You're going to add a breath count. Just keeping it nice and simple today. So inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. I will add a breath retention. So inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. And hold for 4. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Continue this way for a few more moments. Inhaling for 4. Holding the breath in for 4. Exhale for 4. Holding the breath out for 4. Take one final round of breath. And once you've had your final exhalation, release the breath technique. And then bring your awareness to the center of the forehead. As you breathe in here, draw your awareness back about 2 inches to the midbrain. As you exhale, return your awareness back to the center of the forehead. Inhale to draw your awareness back 2 inches to the midbrain. Exhale, return your awareness to the center of the forehead. Continue like this and feel that the sensation or the vibration along that line of awareness is growing, getting stronger and stronger. that as that vibration or sensation along the line of awareness is growing, I begin to feel a pulsation, or a heat, or just an awareness that something there. The next time you'd return your awareness to the center of the forehead, release the practice, but keep your awareness at the center of the forehead. Rest here for a few moments. Feeling the vibrance of your being. Feeling the blissful joy, the unconditional love. Option here to stay in your meditation, or whenever you're ready, just coming back to the room that you're in, coming back to the physical sensations in your body. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Bring your hands to heart center. Just express a moment of gratitude for allowing yourself the time today to take care of you. Relish in the space in between to receive the energy that you've cultivated. And remember that you can take this through the rest of the day with you. And come back to that feeling of unconditional love at any time. Again, thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Hariom.